Filled with sweet berries and topped with a buttery almond streusel, my strawberry crisp is bound to become your new favorite summer dessert. Hi friends, welcome back to the Casual Foodist. I'm Brianna, and today we are making this beautiful and simple strawberry crisp, and this one just happens to be topped with a buttery almond streusel. This is one of my most favorite desserts to make in the summertime, and it's incredibly simple. Let's get started. All right, so today I am wearing some pretty light colors, and since we're working with strawberries, I'm not going to tempt fate, so I went ahead and put my apron on. And actually I really love this apron. So for this recipe, we are obviously going to need some strawberries. I've got 4 cups of fresh strawberries here. And the fruit filling is fairly simple. Aside from the strawberries, we are going to need 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and this is going to thicken up our crisp. 1/4 cup of white sugar, and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You can also use almond extract if you'd like. For the streusel topping, we are going to need 1/2 cup of rolled oats, 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of slivered almonds, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then 1/2 cup or 1 stick of unsalted butter. You want to make sure this is softened and cubed before you go ahead and make your streusel. All right, so we are going to start this crisp off by preparing our strawberries. All right, so we are going to start by cutting off the tops of the strawberry, or the hull, and then cut each berry into quarters. That way we still get some nice fruit texture throughout the fruit part of our crisp. Then we're just going to add the strawberries over here into the bowl. Right, so I am using fresh strawberries today, and it is strawberry season here in Virginia where I live. But if you want to use frozen strawberries, what you need to do is let those berries thaw completely first, and then drain off the excess liquid. That way the fruit part of our dessert is still nice and thick and luscious. All right, now that our strawberries are all cut up, we are just going to add in 1/4 cup of white granulated sugar, and then 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and this is just going to help thicken up and set our filling. Didn't want to all come out, so spoon's going to give it a little assist here. And then last but certainly not least, we've got our 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Once we've got all those in here, we are just going to stir everything up. And you want to make sure the strawberries get nice and coated with both the sugar and the cornstarch. And aside from adding a little bit of sweetness, that little bit of sugar is going to start pulling some of the juice out of the strawberries, which will then mix together with the cornstarch to make that nice, creamy, bubbly filling that we all love. Right, that's looking good, and I am just going to pour that into my baking dish. And I've got a 2-quart baking dish here. And we are just going to spread this out and then start on our streusel topping. All right, so for our streusel topping, we are going to go ahead and add in 1/2 cup of dark brown sugar. And I did forget to list this in the ingredients at the beginning, but it will be in the full recipe in the link below in the description. We've got 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of old-fashioned rolled oats, 1/2 cup of slivered almonds. And if for some reason you cannot have almonds or tree nuts, say you got an allergy, you can just use an additional 1/2 cup of rolled oats. And then 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. We're just going to give this a good stir. Make sure everything gets nice and combined here. Next, we are going to add in our cubed unsalted butter. We're just going to kind of sprinkle these cubes throughout the mix. And then I'm going to use a pastry blender to kind of cut the butter in. But if you want, you can just go ahead and dig in with your hands. Right, now that our streusel is all prepared, we are just going to go ahead and kind of sprinkle this over our strawberries, and we want to make sure everything gets nice and covered. Just going to spread some of this streusel mixture out to the corners. Right, this is already looking great and it's ready to go into the oven. I've got that oven set at 350 degrees and we are going to bake this for 35 to 40 minutes until the filling is nice and bubbly and that beautiful streusel is golden brown and delicious. All right, guys, so this strawberry crisp is all done and it just smells amazing. This is going to be perfect for any summer party you've got. So cookout for Memorial Day, July 4th, just any random weekend get together. But I think it's time we give this a try. So I am just going to spoon out a little bit here. Oh my gosh, the strawberry aroma is just so intense. All right, so one last thing is I'm going to give this a taste. This is so good. You've got to try it. You can find a link to the recipe below or at casualfoodist.com. And be sure to like this video and subscribe to The Casual Foodist for more recipes like this.